right now on 18 Eyewitness News.
The heat is on, so it's time to go to the water park. Also, fall registration is underway at Mineral Area College. Plus, police find the suspect involved in a stolen police car. 18 Eyewitness News starts right now.
18 Eyewitness News starts now.
The summertime heat is on, and one way to beat the heat is by going to the water park. Thank you for joining us. I'm Dustin Coppin for Fred Dawkins. Our top story on 18 Eyewitness News, the Farmington Water Park is open and is in full swing. Customer Service Manager Ruth Darty tells 18 Eyewitness News that the June heat has brought a lot of people to the park.
We've been picking up here in the month of June with the hot weather. We average probably about 500 plus a day.
Ruth says to bring out the crowd this year, they have themed days.
We have all these different theme days to where we can do sunglass days. We do beach ball day we had a couple days ago. And every Monday night is family night from 6:30 to 8, where they can get it at a discounted price.
28-year-old Robert Moore of Farmington has been charged with a Class C felony of second-degree assault on a law enforcement officer and Class D felonies of unlawful use of a weapon and aggravated stalking. Police say that Moore's ex-wife contacted police reporting that he had been harassing her by repeatedly calling her and coming to her apartment. Once officers arrived to the scene, Moore was outside. They ordered him to stop walking toward them. However, he continued walking and he told the officers to shoot him. When he reached behind towards his waistband, an officer sprayed him with OC spray and then tackled him to the ground. As he fell to the ground, the officers heard metal hit the ground and saw a loaded black pistol on the ground. They found a live round in the chamber. He is accused of unlawful use of a weapon because of possessing a loaded weapon while intoxicated. His bond was set at $75,000. A Northwest Missouri man who ran into a hayride filled with people while driving drunk has been sentenced to 7 years in prison. Several people were knocked off the ride and two were seriously hurt when 29-year-old Kaylin Childers of Oak Grove ran into the hayride in October 2011. Childers was sentenced Thursday to 7 years on each count of 4 counts of second-degree assault and 100 days for driving with a revoked license. The sentence will run concurrently. A big milestone in the immigration debate. The Senate has approved a comprehensive immigration reform bill, but Speaker of the House John Boehner says he will not take up the Senate bill. He says his goal is to create one of his own. Efren Graham reports.
The bill as amended is passed.
When this legislation finally becomes law, it will make us stronger as a nation.
Here in America, generations of unfulfilled dreams will finally come to pass. And that's why I support this reform. Not just because I believe in immigrants, but because I believe in America even more.
The Senate's sweeping immigration bill includes a path to citizenship for millions of undocumented immigrants, expands visas for low-skilled workers, and carries some of the toughest enforcement measures ever. Supporters of the bill say it will also help secure the U.S.-Mexico border, increasing the number of agents and the amount of fencing. But opponents say there's no guarantee the border will actually be secure because so much is left to the discretion of the Department of Homeland Security.
There's just no way I can look at my constituents, look them in the eye, and tell them that today's assurances won't become tomorrow's disappointments.
House Republicans want to make sure security measures are in place and working effectively before agreeing to a path to citizenship.
People have to have confidence that the border is secure before anything else is really going to work. Otherwise, we repeat the mistakes of 1986.
The immigration bill now heads to the House, where it's sure to face tough challenges. Many Republicans in the House are working on their own immigration legislation. House Speaker John Boehner says the House won't vote on any immigration bill until he's certain it will pass.
Temperatures across the area on the warm side in the mid-80s, but not as warm as we've been seeing. So we're starting to see that temperature cool down. As we head throughout the evening hours this evening, we're still going to be on the mild side. Mostly sunny sky and 84 at 7 p.m. By 9 p.m., clear sky 78, down to 72 by midnight. What's in your weekend looking like? Well, I'll let you know coming up later in your Storm Tracker weather forecast. When we come back, fall registration is underway at Mineral Area College. That story coming up only on 18 Eyewitness News.
When you're recovering from a traumatic injury, the last thing you need is an unexpected bill. Because most health insurers pay only a part of air transport, Archer Medical has a solution, the Omni Advantage program. For a membership fee of $49 per year, Omni Advantage guarantees you and other covered family members will not have to pay anything that your health insurer doesn't provide. In an extraordinary emergency, the last thing you need to worry about is cost. Contact Archer Medical or visit them on the web to discover all the advantages of Omni Advantage.
You're watching 18 Eyewitness News with Fred Dawkins and Dustin Kopp. 18 Eyewitness News continues.
Fall registration at Mineral Area College is currently underway. Registration will continue through August 18th and classes begin on August 19th. Mineral Area College Registrar Pam Reeder tells 18 Eyewitness News there are a lot of steps to take when getting registered.
First-time students, when they come into orientation, they will meet with an advisor, and the advisor will register students. If they're continuing students or returning students, as long as they're activated on our system, they may need to make a phone call if they haven't been here for a couple years, but as long as they're activated, they can enroll online.
For more information, visit our website, KDKZ18.com. Legislation naming a new Interstate 70 span over the Mississippi River at St. Louis. The Stan Musial Veterans Memorial has cleared Congress. Missouri Senator Claire McCaskill says the Senate unanimously passed the bill Thursday, 2 days after it cleared the House. The name represents a compromise between Missouri lawmakers who wanted the name for it to be named after late St. Louis Cardinals great and Illinois lawmakers who wanted the name to honor military veterans. Musial, who died in January at the age of 92, was a Navy veteran of World War II. McCaskill says she expects President Obama to sign the bill. The president says Wednesday's Supreme Court ruling on marriage is a victory for American democracy. New Jersey Governor Chris Christie disagrees, though, calling the move to erase part of the Federal Defense of Marriage Act a decision and an example of judicial supremacy. For Christians, the question is, what does that mean for our religious freedoms? Heather Sells reports.
Speaking while on tour in Africa, the president praised the Supreme Court decisions and acknowledged concerns about religious liberty.
When it comes to people's personal views and their religious faith, etc., I think we have to respect the diversity of views that are there. But when it comes to how the state treats people, how the law treats people, I believe that everybody has to be treated equally.
But how that tension plays out is unclear.
The Supreme Court, though they may think so, have not yet arisen to the level of God.
What worries many in the faith community, Justice Kennedy writing that, quote, animus against gays motivated Congress to pass the Defense of Marriage Act. The Family Research Council now fears discrimination lawsuits against Christians that don't support gay marriage. What is clear, change at the federal level is already underway. Defense Secretary Chuck Hagel says the Pentagon is working to extend benefits to the spouses of gay military members, and gay activists are doing more than just celebrating. They've already filed legislation that would give gay married couples federal benefits in all 50 states. The Respect for Marriage Act would effectively repeal DOMA by ensuring that state of ceremony trumps state of residence.
Governor Jay Nixon has signed legislation shielding pharmacies from requirements to stock specific drugs. Nixon's office said the bill signed Thursday codifies the rights of Missouri pharmacy owners to choose not to carry certain products. Although the bill makes no mention of specific drugs, State Senator David Sater says his bill was prompted by efforts elsewhere to require pharmacists to stock emergency contraception. Sater is a pharmacist and a Republican from the southwest Missouri town of Cassville. Up next, police find the suspect involved in a stolen police car. 18 Eyewitness News will be right back.
Years Heartland Furniture and Appliance has been the leader in price for Restonic bedding. Whirlpool built Crossley appliances, Frigidaire appliances, sofa sets, recliners, accent furniture, and White's metal detectors. Same-day delivery with no waiting. We are fast becoming this area's leader in the home furnishing and appliance business. Need a little cash? Payday loans are available in each store. We'd love to have you come see us at one of our 3 locations on both sides of Main Street in Piedmont, Business 60 in Dexter, and next to Current River Ford in Donovan. Heartland Furniture and Appliance, 223-3200.
As I get ready to go into surgery, I remind myself what it's about. It's about God. It's about caring. It's about trust. It's about respect. It's about back pain. It's about neck pain. It's about questions. It's about answers. It's about people, not just patients. It's about you. It's about us. It is Heartland Spine. Changing lives, saving lives. That's what we do.
Police have found and charged 39-year-old John Jenkins of Dexter. He is accused of stealing a Malden police cruiser. Jenkins has been charged with tampering, resisting arrest, and possession of drugs. Police were looking for Jenkins with helicopters, dogs, and law enforcement from numerous agencies. They found the stolen police car in a field and then Jenkins in a home not far away. His bond was set at $250,000 cash only. People with juvenile diabetes sometimes have a hard time keeping their blood sugar at a safe level. So to help with trying to find ways to do so, Farmington will be having a walk to cure diabetes on Saturday. Organizer Lisa Shoddy explains to 18 Eyewitness News how the walk will raise money to help fight juvenile diabetes.
Your team gets together and they send out emails and ask for donations for your team. And people put out those paper sneakers at gas stations and Walgreens and places like that, and they sell those for $1.
The walk gets underway at Engler Park on Saturday. Sign-up begins at 8 a.m. with the walk starting at 8:30 a.m. An Eastern Missouri businessman has pleaded guilty in federal court to setting fire to his livestock auction barn and horse trailers. 65-year-old Gregory Gromer of Cedar Hill admitted in his plea on Thursday that he was in debt for more than $1 million in January 2009 when he set fire to Gromer's St. Clair Livestock Center in Franklin County. Assistant U.S. Attorney Dean Hogue says the trailers were going to be repossessed later that morning. No animals were injured or killed in the fire. The U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission is not taking any chances when it comes to the time-honored Independence Day tradition. On Thursday, the organization held fireworks safety demonstrations on the grounds of the National Mall in Washington, D.C. They used mannequins to show the dangers of illegal fireworks and improper use of the devices. Data shows that 60% of all firework injuries occur around the 4th of July. The commission said it's important to know which fireworks are safe.
Consumers should only use consumer fireworks, never use professional, illegal, or homemade fireworks. If you're going to use consumer fireworks, follow these simple steps. Have a dry, flat surface, always have a water hose available, never bend over a firework when you light it, and never pick up a dud.
Last year, more than 5,000 people were treated in emergency rooms around the country for firework-related injuries. And when we come back, I'll have your latest storm tracker weather forecast. We'll be right back.
More than 70% of the U.S. experience back or neck pain within our lifetime. For many, it goes away within 4 to 6 weeks, but some require more than just time. If you need help treating your back or neck pain, contact Dr. Frank Hayward at Heartland Spine Institute. Dr. Hayward is the area's expert in minimally invasive and laser spine surgery. Tiny incision, big results. Changing lives, saving lives. That's what we do.
Here is your Storm Tracker forecast.
And welcome back. We're seeing mostly sunny skies out there right now and a temperature of 86 degrees. Feels like 87 though, with a current dew point 63, 45% humidity and a northwest wind at 9 miles per hour. Throughout the area, temperatures on the warm side, but not as warm as we've been seeing in the 80s. For the state of Missouri, we're seeing temperatures not bad at all. 83 in Columbia, 84 in St. Louis, as well as in Springfield, Kansas City right now at 84 and 88. A little bit warmer down in Cape Girardeau. What's our forecast look like? Well, we're going to see clear skies tonight. We're also going to see the possibility of some showers and thunderstorms over the weekend. Temperatures are going to be in the 70s, so not a bad weekend if we don't see any thunderstorms in the area. There is a chance of those isolated thunderstorms through portions of Missouri. It's the eastern portion of Missouri that could see some thunderstorms. We'll keep you updated if we do see any thunderstorms throughout the area. Here's our forecast for tonight. If you're going out and about, clear skies tonight. We will see a chance of an isolated thunderstorm late in the morning, or early in the morning rather, but otherwise clear skies, 62 to 67 for your overnight low. For tomorrow, that chance of isolated thunderstorms, 75 to 83 for your daytime high. Not a bad day at all. And then for the next several days on your Sunday, we're seeing temperatures on the mild side, 79 with isolated thunderstorms, partly sunny and 78 on your Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday looking nice, low 80s, and sunshine continues Thursday and Friday as we start warming things back up a little bit, but not bad temperatures at all. Don't forget to get the latest weather information at our website. It's KDKZ18.com. How young is too young to teach your kids smart money management? That's in today's Focus on the Family with Dr. Bill Meyer. And in the new action flick, White House Down, the nation's Capitol building is hijacked and the president is in danger. Bad situation? Yes. Bad guys? Yes. Bad language? Well, we'll let you know when we come back for a plugged-in movie review.
We all need to take responsibility in our lives and start thinking about how do we want to be treated at the end of our lives. I would definitely say Serenity Hospice Care is an expert in their field. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, there's help a phone call away. If it were me and I was diagnosed with a terminal illness, absolutely, I would choose Serenity Hospice Care.
When you're recovering from a traumatic injury, the last thing you need is an unexpected bill. Because most health insurers pay only a part of air transport, Armchair Medical has a solution, the Omni Advantage program. For a membership fee of $49 per year, Omni Advantage guarantees you and other covered family members will not have to pay anything that your health insurer doesn't provide. In an extraordinary emergency, the last thing you need to worry about is cost. Contact Armchair Medical or visit them on the web to discover all the advantages of Omni Advantage.
With all the things parents need to teach kids, money issues are often overlooked. But as Dr. Bill Meyer explains in today's Focus on the Family, kids who don't understand finances are at risk for big trouble.
I've seen a lot of 20-year-olds with $30,000 worth of consumer debt on credit cards, and we don't want that to be the case for our kids.
A bookkeeper by profession, Joy Lake set up a system by which her kids could learn financial responsibility while they're still at home.
We had it set up, we called it Mom's Bank, and so we would have to record exactly how much money Mom owed us or we owed Mom.
They do know what CDs are, and they do know what savings accounts are versus checking accounts.
When they turned 12, the Lake kids got a checking account and learned to balance their checkbook. At 14, they were allowed to use their parents' credit card. But their spending was closely monitored, and they had to pay it back from their allowance.
And then at 17, our bank allows you to get a credit card in your own name. So Beth got her own credit card in her own name, and so she's establishing her own credit now.
Even at age 18, Mom and Dad can still help guide financial choices. Whatever system you use, it's a great idea to gradually transfer financial responsibility to your kids, a process that should start years before they leave the nest.
When a child is younger, if they make a mistake, it's likely to be maybe a quarter or a 50-cent mistake compared to a $200 mistake or a $10,000 mistake that it can be later on.
And the Lake kids have learned their lesson well.
After I get about $100 in my long-term savings, I put it into a CD, and then it gets a lot more interest. That way I'm not tempted to just take it out.
Cash is not really always the best thing to have because it goes so easily. You want to buy a snack here or this and that, and so it's okay to spend money, but you should know where it's going.
For Focus on the Family, I'm Dr. Bill Meyer.
Dr. Meyer cautions parents to be sure they model good financial behavior as well as teach kids about it. If kids see you overusing credit cards, they'll be more likely to fall into the same habits. For more valuable information on life's issues, relationships, and family, visit our website, KDKZ18.com, and click on the Focus on the Family link. Today's plugged-in movie review looks at the new action flick, White House Down.
Be advised, coming in for a final approach.
In the movie White House Down, John Cale is a D.C. security officer who's just itching for a job in the Secret Service. He's a divorced dad who wants to better his position and at the same time better his relationship with his daughter Emily.
I thought you would want this.
These are White House passes.
The politically savvy teen just happens to be the president's biggest fan. So when John finally finagles a Secret Service interview, he quickly arranges to take his daughter to the White House with him.
Why do you want to be in the Secret Service?
I can't think of a more important job than protecting the president.
Unfortunately, the timing of that visit doesn't work out so well.
Showtime!
Wouldn't you know it? That just happens to be the day that terrorists decide to strike the White House, blowing up the Capitol Rotunda and killing nearly every guard and soldier in the building.
Alpha 1, do you have the target? Roger that. We're holding the president in the library.
Luckily for our country, though, John Cale is on the scene to pick up the slack. I guess he could just think of all that unexpected bad guy thumping as part of the job interview. Full of explosions, car chases, and high-caliber bullet riddling, this Die Hard clone feels oh so familiar. It does have some positive things to say about selfless choices and family ties, but all that blow everything and everyone to smithereens violence combined with a big dose of foul language makes this particular visit to the White House less of a fun summer getaway. I'm giving White House Down just 2.5 demolished helicopters out of 5 for family friendliness. For an in-depth review of this film, or really anything else at your local theater, check out PluggedIn.com. Plugging you into the movies, I'm Bob Waliszewski for Focus on the Family's Plugged In Movie Review.
More valuable information on current movies, DVD releases, as well as music, games, and TV shows, visit our website, KDKZ18.com, and click on the PluggedIn.com link.
For 15 years, Heartland Furniture and Appliance has been the leader in price for rest-onic bedding. Whirlpool built Crosley appliances, Frigidaire appliances, sofa sets, recliners, accent furniture, and White's metal detectors. Same-day delivery with no waiting. We are fast becoming this area's leader in the home furnishing and appliance business. Need a little cash? Payday loans are available in each store. We'd love to have you come see us at one of our 3 locations on both sides of Main Street in Piedmont, Business 60 in Dexter, and next to Current River Ford in Donovan. Heartland Furniture and Appliance, 223-3200.
This is Sports Zone.
Otto Porter was selected 3rd by the Washington Wizards in Thursday's NBA draft. Porter had a great high school career at Scott County Central that continued at Georgetown. This past season, Porter rushed onto the national scene and caught eye of the NBA scouts by averaging more than 16 points and 7 rebounds a game. He did win Big East Player of the Year. Since his season ended in the second round of the NCAA tournament, Porter has been considered a future lottery pick, which is one of the top 14 prospects for this year's NBA draft. Most draft experts have Porter in the top 5, and most have him going to the Washington Wizards within the 3rd pick. Alex Orakai became the 3rd Mizzou Tiger drafted into the NBA in the Frank Haith era when the Phoenix Suns selected him with the 57th overall pick. Orakai follows both Kim English and Marcus Denman, who were selected in the 2nd round last year, and he becomes the 43rd Tiger drafted all time and the 2nd drafted by the Suns. After the success of an exhibition soccer match at Busch Stadium in May, another is coming to St. Louis, this time to the Edward Jones Dome. Plans were announced Thursday for an exhibition match between Real Madrid and FC Internazionale on August 10th. It will be the first ever men's soccer match at the Dome, though the U.S. women's national team played there in 2007. Tickets go on sale Monday and prices range from $40 to $225. Obviously, the Royals enjoyed having Minnesota come to Kansas City this year, winning 5 of 6 games. Finally, though, the Royals had to head north to Target Field, where they really haven't done well. And sure enough, the Twins prevailed 3-1 as the Royals played the first of 4 games on an 84-degree Thursday night in front of 28,040 fans. The loss gave Kansas City a 9-19 record at Target Field since the downtown stadium opened in 2010, and that's today in sports.
And that does it for 18 Eyewitness News. Stay connected with us by visiting our website, KDKZ18.com, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for your local news, weather, and sports. We'll see you next time right back here on 18 Eyewitness News.
When you see news happening in your area, let us know about it. You can call our news department at 573-701-9590 or email us at news@DawkinsBroadcastGroup.com.